Thanks for taking the time to share a challenge that you and your nonprofit board are having. Let's dig in and, explore a little bit how the 90-day nonprofit diagnosis turnaround can help in your particular situation. Now, if you find that your board members struggle to create effective strategies for your nonprofit and have even a harder time executing those strategies, let me tell you, you're not alone. A lot of boards are having a hard time developing an effective strategy and carrying it out. Defining a clear role for your organization can be difficult, and especially if the issues it addresses and the communities it serves have evolved. And a lot of times, great strategy sessions can get thrown off track and into the weeds, and it's difficult to figure out how to turn unfocused discussions into actionable plans. And even after a great strategy is created, seeing it to completion can also be difficult. Great intentions don't also always follow through on great actions. Members who are very busy, or even worse, apathetic, may let their responsibilities die on the vine. Now, without a great strategy, motivated stakeholders, and accountability processes in place, nonprofits can simply just flounder. Now, you may have read our books, Setting Your Nonprofit's Course and Strategy, and as well, Get Her Done, the guide to diagnosing and solving why nonprofit strategy goes unrealized. But if you really want to get to the bottom of your strategic challenges, a more in-depth process is truly necessary. Our 90-day nonprofit turnaround and diagnosis is an interactive and facilitated strategic process designed to help you and your board make better and faster decisions and help all your board members get a grasp on the fundamentals of building a great strategy and then carrying it out as well. Our process starts preferably in person, although we can do it virtually, with all your board gathered for a facilitated day where we'll go over and assess your leading governance challenges, membership challenges, and strategy challenges. And at the end of our time together, you'll immediately have a clear picture of where you stand and what options there are that make the most sense for your board. This is more than just a facilitated lecture with charts and broadly defined concepts that are hard to conceptualize in your specific case. This is your opportunity to do a deep dive on all of the elements of my books for the Society of Nonprofit Board Directors, Setting Your Nonprofit Course and Strategy, and Get Her Done, the guide to diagnosing and solving why nonprofit strategy goes unrealized. You'll have the information to decide which strategies and structures make the most sense for your board. We'll take a close look at the challenges unique to your organization. We'll generate a report to see exactly where we stand and establish our expectations for a successful outcome. From there, in the next 30 days, we'll have the option to take a close look at the challenges unique to your organization. We'll meet one-on-one with your leadership, conduct focus groups with your critical stakeholders, and ensure that whatever is developed produces a 360-degree analysis of the situation and maps out the priorities we think your group should focus on to resolve the issues you are facing. And in the final 30 days, we'll publish a plan, develop key performance indicators, and get your board members on track to make real difference in your nonprofit strategic planning and execution. Are you ready to feel like your organization is moving forward again? If memberships and revenues are down, if your board is at a state where it feels it's stuck, or despite your best intentions, plans aren't ever really fully realized, there's a good chance that it's time to review your strategic plan, renew it, or maybe even completely overhaul it. So again, here's what you get in our 90-day nonprofit turnaround diagnosis in strategy. You get an in-person facilitated day with myself where we will work with your board through the practical elements of what good strategy means in your organization. You don't need a high-priced management consultant. You need practical advice that can be applied in your situation today. And that's what this gives you. You'll get a copy of Setting Your Nonprofit's Course and Strategy for everyone on the board, along with the materials and worksheets. You'll get a copy of Get Her Done, the guide to diagnosing and solving why nonprofit strategy goes unrealized for everyone on your board, and as well the materials and worksheets that go with that as well. Now let me ask you a question. If all of these resources did was finally get you on your path to clarity, would it be worth it? If all of these resources did was get you unstuck, would it be worth it? If all of these resources did was give you a step-by-step strategy to upping your board's performance, would it be worth it? If all of this did was simply just change the dynamic on your board that gets them out of the weeds and addresses the challenges where leadership might be weak, would it be worth it? And if all it did was simply move your board to being a strong decision body, would it be worth it? If all of these resources did was move your board to just one step further closer to actually realizing a project of the board, would it be worth it? And if all it did was just give you enough hope, and your other board colleagues enough hope as well, that things can actually get done, and as a result, encourage just one more or two others to join the board or even just stay on the board, would it be worth it? If all of these resources did was move your organization one step further to recruiting a new board member or donor or two, would it be worth it? I certainly hope so. See, here's the thing. I'm going to make you a special deal. But, of course, you have to take action now. At the end of this video, and this message, you'll be presented with a button in the frame of this video, actually, to get onto a no obligation, absolutely no obligation discovery call where we can decide if this even makes sense for you and your board. But our special rate, we're going to apply there, is only available for those who take us up on this opportunity to schedule a call now. Okay, before we close this video up, is it okay if I over-deliver and sweeten the pot just a little? If you sign up today for a no-risk discovery call and leave your email at the bottom of the form to come at the end of this video, I'll give you a special invitation-only access to a video tutorial series dealing with the 3 basic bottlenecks, 3 of them, that nonprofit boards face. Now, you have 2 choices. Do nothing and not take this challenge, which admittedly is completely 100% risk-free, or pony up and invest just a small amount of your time, all right, compared to all the value you're going to receive, and just give it a shot. Find out a little bit what this is all about. But I would say, isn't all the time you invest in board service and your impact worth just gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out, and which, if it does even half of what I've claimed, will pay for itself as soon as you're on your next board meeting? After all, we can just start this off with a no obligation discovery call. I can't wait to hear about your results. I can't wait to see your aha moments. I can't wait to meet you as well on the phone. So click on the button to appear on this video to schedule a call right now.